Hi everybody, just we're rolling now. Welcome to the May Q&A video. I'm Andrew, as always. Pleasure to be here. Thank you all so much for submitting your questions. I have how many this month? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 questions this month. I still have the one holdover from 2 months ago because I still don't have an answer for it. It was what's my favorite house from a television show. I honestly don't really have an answer for that one, so that's just a standing question for each month until I actually can, if I ever come up with an answer, it'll come up. But honestly, there's just way too many TV shows that I've seen to give an exact answer to. So, yeah. Anyway, so I got question-wise, I got 7. So this is also going to double sort of as a channel update-ish video as well. So, yeah. Oh, that's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get into this one, shall we? All right. So the first question here is, if I had a shield, what would it look like? That's going to be pretty cool. So the shield that I would have if I had one, are you talking like a crest shield, like on a flag, a crest of arms, or an actual shield? Because if we're talking shield, that's going to be fun too. It would pretty much be like a dragon's, like sort of like the head of a dragon with the mouth part being down here, the snout, mouth and all that down here, encompassing my hand as you kind of like hold it, scales in that coming back this way, to which the horns on the top of the head would come out. It would just be like covered in scales. You'd have like a neat little, protective part here for your hand that doubles as sort of like the grip. You can also hold a weapon in, and you can kind of double it, which would be pretty cool. But that would be the type of shield, like if it's a shield. If we're talking a crest shield, I have no idea. I have no idea. So yeah, that is, I don't know. That's the I would do though for like a shield. Have like the dragon's mouth be here. Have it like gripped at this part of my hand here would go into one part, and this down here would grab onto the other part, sort of like wrap around. You could put a weapon in here, and you would have that to protect your hand, while at the same time the rest of it's just this massive like dragon style head that's just like menacing to look at. So that'd be pretty badass, I think. But yeah, so there's that. The next question. Why do I use Pixie? So, for many of you who are new to my channel, I sort of have this little annoying Navi that follows me around. Sort of like Link from Legend of Zelda. It's named Pixie. Now, I will admit, she is not that bad, but there are points and times when it gets a little annoying. The reason why I use Pixie is to break up the mundaneness of my rant videos. Since I don't record a lot of them like this, I just have a static image and it's me talking, or a motioned image now as I'm breaking into that, with me doing the talking over top of it. So because of that, I find it a little difficult to actually just speak without having something flash underneath. And Pixie's sort of like just a smart aleck, pixie. She'll basically try to be like a foil to my quips, stuff like that. Why do I use her? Because it's fun. I get a kick out of it because it's like I'm getting heckled by myself in a way. So that's kind of why I use Pixie. So mostly just a way to break up the mundaneness of my videos, but at the same time also to give the audience back something to enjoy as well. So it's sort of like a twofer. If you don't like Pixie, that's fine. I use Pixie every now and then. It's not like she's in every single video. So there is that. All right, what's the next one here? What do we got here? Okay. My favorite singer or rock and roll / metal / polka band working today. Polka. Okay, Alright, I want to know what about me makes people think I like polka music. No, I first off, I'm not a huge fan of polka music. I can stand it, but I'm not a fan of it. So no, no polka music. Okay, no polka music. Oh, so my favorite singer or rock and roll. I'm not really that big into metal, so there is that. As far as like favorite singer, honestly, I don't really have one. I just listen to the radio in general. I just listen to the music in general. I don't really care if this person sounds good or that person sounds good. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter to me. As long as it's something that is on in the background that, you know, makes it so that I can at least do something or that I'm not completely quiet and alone. It's too creepy when it's too quiet. Otherwise, I don't listen to. I really don't have a favorite singer or group or anything like that. There are some that I like, but I don't have like a personal 100% favorite. I like Walk the Moon. I can listen to NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I can listen to Madonna. I can listen to Britney Spears. I can listen to really anything that I like because I like it. I don't have a set favorite. But I guess if I had to pick one, I'll go with Weird Al because it's about as close to polka as I'm ever getting. Polka. The hell about me makes people think I like polka. That's not the first time someone's ever asked me that either. They're like, "Yeah, Andrew, so did you hear that great polka band, the Fairies?" I'm like, "What? What the hell makes you think I like polka?" Polka. I'm sorry. I get that question every now and then. Like every couple of years, somebody asks me, like just like random. It's like they get to know me. They're like, "So you like polka music?" 'Cause I guess I just have this air about me that makes them think I like polka music. I don't know. But I guess the closest I've ever come is Weird Al. But yeah, I mean, I like Weird Al's music. I can, I like listening to that. But I really don't have like a set favorite singer or group or anything. And I'm really not into metal music, so there is that. And I really don't know how the hell people keep thinking polka music. I, I don't know how people keep thinking I'm into polka music, though. Alright, next question, please. My thoughts on pop music today. Has it gotten better or worse? Well, let me put it this way. The radio station I listen to in my room at night plays stuff from the 80s, the 90s, and some stuff from today. And the radio station in the car is nothing but 80s and 90s. So, what does that tell you? I really don't have much faith in pop music nowadays. Yes, there are some diamonds in the rough, but you really, really have to search for them. Um, for like years, I just zoned through 90% of the music. Then a couple years ago, I heard Shut Up and Dance by Walk the Moon, and I was like, hey, this is pretty good. And then I heard like some of their other songs, and I'm like, okay, they kind of suck, but they have like one good song. So it's just mostly like, do you like one particular song, or is it like one particular group or something? But as far as pop music in general, it's gone downhill. I'm not gonna lie. The music videos make no more sense. Half the songs are basically screwy. They're just there to make money. I feel like. Um, Honestly, there's really nothing to it anymore. I mean, any idiot, and I mean no disrespect either to the many people out there, but look at American Idol. You have hundreds upon thousands of people that audition for that show, and what do they end up doing in the end? It's either country or pop or rock, one of those three. The Voice, the same thing. You have all those people that are like wannabe celebrity stars that do like YouTube videos of them singing songs that are copyright free. There's an entire SoundCloud's got like nothing but musicians and that. It's mostly just a matter of how you envision it and what you think. But personally, I think pop music's going downhill fast. It's a massive screw you pretty much to the world at this point. And in all honesty, it's not getting any better. You do have the diamonds in the rough, like I said, but it's not a lot of them. So yeah, it does kind of suck. So that basically how I started this answer off in a nutshell explains it all. I listen to 80s and 90s music, so what does that tell you? And I got anime theme songs on my MP3 player. So yeah, I don't listen much of squat from nowadays. So pop music, as far as I'm concerned, can take a flying leap. I don't listen to much of it. Um, what is the best thing I ever did in my life? Oh, that's an interesting question. Taking that, I'm only 29. I'll be 30 in August. So what have I done? What is the best thing? Is the best thing, right? Best thing. Okay, what is the best thing I ever did in my life? Okay, so I have at least 29 years of memories to draw back on. Well, wait, no less than that because I don't have earliest memories of anything until I was like 3 or 4. So yeah. Um. Oh God. That's a good question. I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know, because most of the time you ask somebody, "What's the greatest thing you think you've ever done?" And if it's somebody in their 50s, they're gonna say, "I started a family. I have a son. I have a daughter. I have kids." You're gonna ask somebody that's in their like 80s. They're gonna go, "Oh well, I did this, this, and this." You're gonna ask somebody that is highly successful. They're gonna go, "Oh well, it's the day I graduated from here, or the day I started working for this place." For me, honestly, I don't have an answer. The best thing that I've ever done in my life, I couldn't tell you. I would say, oh, I started doing stuff on YouTube, but in all honesty, I tried doing comedy on YouTube and it bombed. So there's that. I could say, oh, the day I started selling stuff on eBay, but in all honesty, everybody else does it. So it's not really that great of a day for me. I could say, oh, it's the day that I went, I took a trip down to Washington, D.C. for my birthday. I could go, well, that was great. Yeah. Still, it's a mundane thing. It was the greatest day of, my life, but it's not the greatest thing I've ever done. I don't have an answer for that because I'd have to compile every single memory I ever had up to this point and then figure out, okay, so which one was the best, which one was the greatest, and I'd have to go through and figure that out and go, well, I like this day, and I like what I did here. I honestly don't know. And a majority of my memories from elementary school, middle school, and high school, I have been trying my damnedest to board up because a lot of those are haunted house. I'd be speaking to a therapist for the rest of my life type of memories. So a majority of them I try to keep. I just try to like board up the haunted house because it's just I don't want to relive those. So yeah, I really don't have an answer for that one. I'm really sorry, but I don't have an answer. I wish I did. Yeah, I really am sorry. I wish I had an answer for that one. Let's see here. What are your plans for reboots, remakes, and retcons? Not trying to spoil anything, just curious. Okay, so I might as well just do this. Let me skip to the next question. There's one after this because I can just lead that question into my little. This is what's coming up update wise here. So, how come I don't upload more videos? Oh, that's simple. I don't have the time. I actually figured this out a while back. I record the videos like on a Saturday, and they usually go up on a Monday, a Thursday, or a Saturday. It might go up on a different day depending on if I don't have work. I work Wednesdays and Fridays. Occasionally, I might have to work a Thursday or a Saturday morning as well, or in place of one of those. I've only ever had to work one Sunday morning, and I've had to work a couple Monday mornings. I've yet to have to work a Tuesday morning, which I'm really happy about. But most of the time, I work Wednesday and Friday morning, so I can't upload on those days. Now, I have occasionally done that early in the morning, but it has to be like a under X amount of megabyte file because my internet connection is not the world's greatest. I've said that multiple times. But we're going to like later on in the year when it comes to like the holidays and wintertime, I'm working night shift from like the start of November straight through to the start of January. I'm working night shifts. And when it comes to that, it's basically I get up at like 6 o'clock at night, I eat something, I'm checking my email, I'm checking a couple things out. I am leaving at like 9, 10 o'clock to go to work, depending on when I have to start. And I'm not getting home till like 5, 6 in the morning. Then I pretty much double check any emails, look up anything. If I have a video to upload, I upload it then quickly if I can. And then it's back to bed to restart the whole thing. Unless I have the day off, then it's just try to stay up so that I don't, go completely batty. So yeah, I don't upload stuff all the time because I don't have the time to it. Plus, it takes a lot of time to render a video just right. Now, I am getting better at it, and I have actually, where did I put that? Here it is. I did actually purchase on eBay because the program that I'm using is PowerDirector, and this is one of the later models. This is PowerDirector, I think 14, if I remember right from my readings. I got this because the PowerDirector program that I'm using is the one on my computer, and that's PowerDirector 12. So this way, if my computer, my laptop ever dies, I have a backup. Now, granted, I am also figuring out ways to use Movie Maker, but I'm kind of getting used to the neat effects and everything else that I can do. So it's still a learning process, and I am still learning. You never know. Eventually, I might be able to upload more stuff if I can ever get my channel up to like X amount of views where I can get like, okay, look, you can now monetize your channel, and then I can do some fun stuff. Because then, oh look, I don't have to worry about, busting my ass and getting up at 2:30 in the morning or a quarter of 2 in the morning to be at work by 4, or get up at 2:30 or 2 o'clock to be at work by 5. I can, relax a little bit more and I can do a little more stuff. But otherwise, it's mostly just timing. I watch my grandfather in the afternoon so my mom can take a nap. I try to catch a little nap myself around 4 o'clock. I mostly do almost all of my recordings at night, and I do my best to put them up either quickly in the mornings or if I have to really quickly at night, like I did with the one rant video. So it's just a matter of when I get a chance to, how quickly I can, and everything else. But that's pretty much the answer. Okay, so back to the other question that I skipped over quickly. That was my plans for reboots, remakes, and retcons. So here's the deal with that. I'm shooting for summer of this year to come out with it. There is going to be a video coming out showing the around exact date, or at least the month that I'm choosing this summer to start this. 1. 2. The style of format for the video is going to be something, I'm assuming people out there have seen The Soup, so you kind of know what I'm talking about. It was an program where Joe McHale would go on and he would stand, in front of a green screen, and he would talk about celebrity stuff. Now, I don't have a green screen, obviously. I have my old blanket here. I am trying to find another type of cloth or a piece of fabric to use as a backdrop, because I'd really like my blanket back. It gets cold up here in the wintertime. And I have 1, 2, 3. This is number 4 that I'd like to have as like a nice little square right underneath my back, because my bed kind of curves inward. So I like having this nice little square right about my back. Then if I really do get cold, I can pull that out, wrap myself around that too, and it gives me a little extra layer of protection. So I am in the process of finding a new backdrop. I am in the process of changing up some stuff. I got to get a new light. So stuff is going to be changing. But it's going to be improving, not really changing. But as far as the series is going to go, it's basically just going to be me talking about movie, video game, and TV shows that are being remade, rebooted, or having their lores retconned. What this basically is going to entail is like, let me put out an example here. Let's say if they were to suddenly remake Smokey and the Bandit. I would be talking about the remake of Smokey and the Bandit. I would say, okay, so this is Smokey and the Bandit. This is going to be coming out, or at least this information has just come out now as to this is coming out. And then I would go into explaining what's going to happen, what's, the deal, and everything else. Sorry, I got a bit of hiccups here. Like what the deal is, who's in charge of it, if I can find the information on it, and just explain about how, the original is like from this day and age or from this year, and this is going to be a remake. Is this going to be a good idea, yes or no? Something like that. Then I would go, if it be like a complete reboot, I would do the same thing. And if it's a retcon, I would explain like the difference between, okay, so this was the original, and I can use a perfect example for this would be Dragon Ball's lore, since Toriyama kind of screwed that now with making minus canon. Fucking bastard. I would go on about how, Goku was sent to Earth, how he hit his head, he grew stronger and stronger, and all that stuff. But now it's, oh, well, Goku came to Earth, he knows who his father was, he saw his father and mother on planet Vegeta before he left, thanks to Minus now being canon. So then it basically is what's canon anymore, and what has now been changed about that canon versus what it used to be. That would be like me discussing that in the reboots, remakes, and retcons. That's what the style of the show will be. It's going to be a once a month video because, I mean no disrespect to anybody, but I don't need 150 comments going, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that in regards to this video series. So it's going to be a once a month series. It's going to take over at least for the summer because I can record it about the same time I record the Q&A videos for the Anime GBU. Since the first season's almost done, I'm going to be taking, the first season's almost done. Then there's going to be like a couple month break. Then season 2 will start up, which is going to be kind of an interesting thing. I got a little neat idea for that. So reboots, remakes, and retcons is going to run. I'm going to probably do that as a season 2 because the reboot trend might not be surviving much longer. So if reboots and that get screwed over, then there's no need for the series anymore. It'd be like the White Blaster Beetleborg at this point, where, oh, look, I'm created to fight the Shadowborg, but once the Shadowborg's destroyed, so are my powers, and I'm useless. Hence, reboots, remakes, and retcons has been created because there's a massive amount of reboots, remakes, and retconning going on right now. But once that trend dies and is completely gone, so would the series have to go too, because there's no point in it. So there is that. Yeah, so that's my plans for that. It's going to be cool. I don't want to give too much away on it because I'm still working most of it out on myself yet too, but it's still going to be pretty interesting. So let's, take it as we will. Let's see here. I want to make this about half an hour video, so I got about 6 minutes left. So, here's the update for the channel. So there is some changes coming to the channel. I am going to be making some improvements here. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. I am going to be making some improvements here vis-a-vis how the stuff's going to be recorded. That's going to be happening over the summer. I will still be recording the podcast as I normally do. Microphone, static image, or motion image. I am making some like animations with Power Director and the logos to kind of break up the mundaneness of it. It is kind of cool. I am having a blast doing that. So that'll be going on. So the podcast is sticking around. Andrew's Theories is going to be leaving. I don't really have much in the way of doing anything for that. I have a couple left for it. I'm going to be recording those in the next couple weeks. And then that video series is done. Andrew Unwraps is done. I'm not doing any more of that. The rant videos are still going to be going, but they're already sporadic now. It's just going to pretty much stay like that. It's whenever I feel like I need to rant about something, that's what's going to come up. I can't keep taking the entire weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm not Atlas. However, I will do my best to, it's mostly stuff that annoys me. Whether or not it affects you is, I really don't mean to sound insensitive or anything. It's stuff that pisses me off. If you find like a common ground in it, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. To each their own. They're going to be sticking around. I'm going to try to make it not as sporadic, but I can't promise anything. Summer is coming, and it does get hot as hell up here. I'm not going to lie. It gets really, really, really hot up here. Let's see. Andrew Reviews is sticking around. I am going to be trying to do more of those. I did record the, I think I said this in the podcast, I think, for this week. I did record the review video for the Hunter x Hunter licenses. However, the audio is a little pitchy because the camera just doesn't want to work right. It is like it's a little actually camera that can take video. I might just put that up and just I'm sorry the audio sucks, but I mean, I don't know if I want to just try to reshoot it because the lighting up here, this is about the best I can get the lighting. This is after having this thing on for a couple minutes. So I got to get a new light, which I'm working on. I want to try to move it to a different spot to illuminate a little more. I'll try to get a different light if I can to illuminate a little more. So there's just some stuff that I'm really working on. Like I said, the Anime GBU season 1 soon over. I got about, I think, 3 episodes to go. 3 or 4 episodes to go. Andrew Discusses is still going to be going on. It's still going to keep its bi-weekly going on too as it goes. So, be ready for that. Monthly Q&As are going to be sticking around yet, like I said, and reboots, remakes, and retcons is going to run incongruent with the Q&A videos. Mostly because that way I have at least something that I'm doing. So like when I'm not doing the Discusses video, I can do some rant videos. When I'm not doing the rant videos, it's either a discussion video or I'm doing the Q&A and the reboots, remakes, and retcons. So this way, I at least have something I'm doing YouTube related all the time when it comes to like, video wise. So I do have that panned out. There may come a point I might take like a week vacation, with the exception of the podcast, just to like recharge my batteries near the end of the summer. That'll be my call. I'll try to figure out when. Can't make any guarantees as to when, but I will try because the podcast is easy. I can just sit in front of my mic and just have a ball. But the other stuff, I got to put the camera, backdrop, and all that fun stuff. So that is my plan so far for that. But that's pretty much it. So let's check out when we can have the next Q&A video here. Let's pull up the old calendar. Okay. So June has 5 Saturdays in it. Unfortunately, it ends on a Sunday. So, because I usually try to record this on a Saturday if I can, I'm going to be shooting for the 22nd. So, please have all your questions for the June Q&A video up by June 22nd. Now remember, if you want to put a topic or you want to ask a question in a comment on a video, make sure you have the parenthesis Q and A. It can be Q ampersand A, which works, and then the other parenthesis. That way I don't answer it right away. Otherwise, I'm liable to answer it right away. It just makes it easy. You don't have to put May or anything. I'll know which one it is depending upon, because I'll go from any videos that I put up past Q&A for the month before up until that date that I set. So I can pull them up from there and just narrow it down time-wise. So anything that says Q&A in that, I'll know is for the Q&A for that coming month. So there you go. But without any further ado, that's been the May Q&A, folks. Thank you all so much, and thank you all again for helping me hit 100 subscribers here on YouTube. I'm hoping to eventually hit maybe 100,000. It'd be nice to get one of those plaques. I would like one of those plaques. That would be pretty cool to have. I could hang that right in my room. That'd be cool. But anyway, folks, thank you all so much for sticking around and putting up with me for as long as you did. And until next month, or until the next time we meet via the camera, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been the Q&A video. You ask them, and I answer them. So, thanks, folks, and have a nice day, and have a nice Memorial Day weekend, because this is probably going to be going up on Memorial Day. So, bye, everybody. Bye.